So here's a headline for you from Business Insider. Home prices in Austin are down after several years of being so expensive. Hey everybody, I'm Dan Forbes, broker at Forbes Realty. That's the topic of this week's video. Is this the time to be a buyer in the Austin market? Well, hey, look, I get calls and texts and emails almost every single day from people that are moving or relocating here. And as I've said before, I absolutely love it. So if that's you and you want to know everything there is to know about the Austin area, specifically the North Austin areas of Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Georgetown, you've come to the right place. And I hope if you like what you hear on my channel before you leave that you'll subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified of new videos, and give it that thumbs up because it helps other people find the channel. But let's get into today's topic right after this. So the Business Insider usually has some pretty good insights on the real estate market, and the article that I'm referring to just came out, and it is pointing out how that Austin's real estate prices have come down. And it also mentions that during the pandemic, Austin was one of the hottest real estate markets in the nation, and so many people were flocking here because of the fact that you could get a good value in Austin. We have no income taxes, and people love the Central Texas area and specifically Austin. As a matter of fact, between 2020 and 2022, our population increased almost 95,000 people. That is outstanding, tremendous population growth. So I remember in those years helping so many buyers who had the ability now to work remotely because of the pandemic, and because now they could live anywhere they wanted to. So many of them wanted to move to the Austin area because they love Austin. And then also so many investors were investing in Austin because of the appreciation that we had experienced, going all the way back to after the real estate crash of 2008 that barely affected the Austin area. And so consequently, the prices here in Austin during the pandemic rose quite significantly. As a matter of fact, across the board, our prices were up about 54%. Now, this article in the Business Insider points out that year over year, our average list price is down about 2%. Now, as a matter of fact, how is that compared to the rest of the nation? Well, right now, out of the 50 major metro markets across the United States, there are only 4 markets that are showing negative price growth, and Austin is one of those 4 markets. So year over year, our prices are down about 2%. But if you look at it all together, our prices are down about 15% from the peak of May 2022. So the question is this a time to be a buyer in the Austin market? Well, where interest rates are. This week, interest rates are actually almost pushing 8%. So if you are a buyer, that rate probably doesn't sound very attractive, especially when you compare it to the pandemic rates of the 4s and the 3s and the 2s. But overall, a rate in the 7s isn't that bad historically. So, the question is, can you wait until rates come down? That might be something that you might want to consider doing. Maybe rates start coming down in 2024. I think that's likely. But what about prices? Will prices be lower next year than they are this year? I really doubt that. I have the sense, and looking at the data and looking at the numbers, it looks like we've turned the corner, and very likely soon we will cross the threshold so that our year-over-year prices are actually higher. I think that's going to happen. What do you think? I'd like to hear your comments about that. What do you think about Austin, the Austin real estate market? Would you be a buyer today in the Austin real estate market? Hey, leave a comment. I look at and I answer every single comment. And before you leave the channel, do me the biggest favor. If you like the content, please share this video with someone that you care about, and be sure that you subscribe. Hit the bell so that you'll be notified whenever a new video is posted. And then one last thing, look down in the description below, because it's time for you to do something. Reach out to me, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a text, whether it's an email, or heck, I don't care. Send me a carrier pigeon, and always remember, I've got your back.